Welcome back to Behind the Gloss. I'm Shakai Monet, and today I have a very, very special guest. It's me. I just wanted to sit down with y'all to say thank you so much for supporting me as we expanded our platforms into digital form and got onto YouTube. Y'all, it's working. Y'all have supported me tremendously. We're getting more listeners. We have a lot more bosses in the upcoming season, and we even have a sponsor. Y'all did that. You did that. I know I'm trying to play it cool, but we did it! We did it! Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, for watching, listening to me.
What?
I can't believe it. And I'm so excited to be working with the sponsors that we have. Yes, you heard that correctly. We have multiple sponsors. And yes, I'm saying we because y'all, we're a team. We are in this together, okay? But I do need you also to keep liking, keep subscribing, keep doing all the things so that we can get more sponsors because you help me, I help you, and we're supporting women-owned businesses. That's why I started Behind the Gloss, okay? Now, I want to support you, and that's by helping you achieve your dreams no matter what they are. The greatest advice that I've ever gotten was to start. Okay, wait, please don't cut me off. I know it's not that simple, and honestly, starting can be the hardest part. Here's the good news. Once you get started, usually a lot of things end up falling into place right after. Literally, when I decided I was going to start a podcast and I spoke the words, I want a podcast with female entrepreneurs. I met a female entrepreneur that day.
Wow.
And she was game. She was like, yeah, I'll be on your podcast. Mind you, I literally had nothing to show for it. I was a stranger. What? So again, once you get started, even if you don't have the money, the network, the confidence, whatever, you'll find it along the way. And the best thing about starting is, y'all, you can always restart. And before we talk about what it takes to get started, let's first talk about what we're starting and why we're starting it. Okay, take a shot every time I say start. Or don't, because we gotta take a shot of water every time I say start. Because we're hydrated queens over here. But let's start with the what. What is it that you actually want to start doing? It doesn't matter if it's starting a podcast, starting a business, just starting a new habit to help you transform your life. What is it? I know some people may feel like they don't need to start anything. They don't want to start anything because they don't think that they're good at anything. My advice to you, which I got from an incredible boss who was on my podcast, was look at the patterns in your life. Do you notice something that you keep being drawn to? Do you feel your heart tugging to belong to this thing? Do you feel calling? Do you feel like you have a purpose? What is that? I can't answer that for you. It's something that you have to just figure out yourself. Analyze what people are saying to you and what they're complimenting you on. Now, I know this world is a cruel place and maybe one person will compliment you on this thing and the next will try to tear you down. But which one are you actually going to pay attention to? The choice is yours. For me, I've been told that I'm good at speaking, but then I've also been told that I'm too quiet. Which one am I going to pay attention to? The people that are saying that I'm good at speaking, I'm good with my words, that I should use my voice to do something? Or am I going to listen to the people who are saying that I'm quiet, I talk too much, and shut up? Well, I mean, they might have a point. I am soft-spoken and I do ramble a bit. So take what people are saying with a grain of salt. I'm definitely going to focus more on people complimenting my words, my speaking skills, and use that, which, hello, I have a podcast. I'm using my voice. But I am still mindful of the fact that, okay, I can be quiet at times. So, well, buy a mic. Okay, turn up the volume. Like, I can speak a little bit louder. Okay, maybe I do ramble a bit. I can then choose my words more carefully. So, again, just analyze what people are saying to you, decide what you are going to take in and work on and what you're just going to throw into the trash. The next thing is, why are you getting started? Are you just getting started to prove somebody wrong? Are you just getting started because you want to be rich and famous? Um, okay. I only want to start things if I feel like they're needed in the world. If I really do feel like it can help somebody. So I don't know, as you're living life, do you just notice that things need to change? Well, why can't you be the one to change it? I know there's a lot that goes into it. We're going to talk about getting started. But again, just identify what it is that needs to be done. Understand your why. A beautiful woman on my podcast was telling me that I should figure out what my core values are. And I was like, for my business, for the podcast, what? She's like, no, 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 your core values. And when I thought about it, I thought my core values are empathy and love. I want people to have more empathy. I want to see more love in the world. So why not start it? Why not put it out there? So here I am. That's what I'm doing. That's my why. And as you've been listening to Behind the Gloss, you may notice that when I ask women if they feel like they were destined to be an entrepreneur, most of them say no. Most of them didn't have a business degree, didn't have a business plan. They simply saw a need in the world and decided they were going to be the ones to fix it. They found their why, and on the hard days, they remember their why, and that why keeps them going. So that's why I wanted to first talk to you about what you want to get started and why you want to get started. Now let's get into the how to start it. I think there's a lot of misconceptions with getting started with something. I think a lot of us think that we need a lot of money, that we need this perfect plan, that we need a network. No. I started with none of that. Okay, I lied. I did try to make a plan, and let me tell you, nothing went according to plan, which is a blessing and a curse. When things don't go to plan, it can be a little scary, but it also is a great chance of you to see how resilient you are, how adaptable, how creative you can be when you really have to think on your feet and figure something out. It's so interesting. And again, what I've produced with this podcast is better than anything that I've could have planned. And the amazing thing with it is, I've said it before and I said it again, once you get started, things really do fall into place. Because, like I said, I had this plan. Okay, season one is going to be all about this topic, but then I couldn't find people that related to the topic. But the people that I did found, it organically started to just become this other topic, this other thing. And it's just so amazing. I feel like season one was definitely about how to be a boss. Season two was all about love. Season three was all about mompreneurs. And then season four, I feel like we just really went into strength and resilience. So now in season five, you'll just have to wait and see what that's about. None of this ever would have happened had I never got started. Now, yeah, I do wish I kind of got started like years earlier, but the second best time to do anything is right now. Now, does that mean that I wasn't scared or anxious when I got started? No, that's why it took me so long to get started. And I'm here to tell you, I'm proof. You can be scared, you can be anxious, you can be depressed and still start. And y'all, I'm serious. When I tell you I have the demon of depression on my back, I'll wake up every morning swinging trying to get this thing off me. And look, today I won, but I know tomorrow might be another struggle. And look, if I need to rest, I need to rest, okay? Because as we learned, rest is resilient. So here are some of the things that I did that I think really helped me work through all of these. So I knew my what, I knew my why, and like anxiety does, it told me all the reasons why I shouldn't do it. And so I literally sat and wrote out every anxious thought that I had, every fearful thought that I would have. I was scared that no one would listen, no one would like it. I'm not good enough. I don't know what to do. My anxiety would get the best of me. Like all these things. I could keep going on and on and on. But eventually, I stopped myself and then I started writing out rebuttals to every statement. Okay, yeah, maybe I don't know what I'm doing, but I can learn. Like, y'all, have you forgotten? We live in the 21st century. Between God, AI, and Beyonce's internet, oh, there is nothing I can't do, right? There's so many resources out there waiting to be used. There's so much money out there waiting to be used for good. Like, I'm sure you have a great reason of why you want to get started. You just have, some rational fears, but I'm here to silence them and to show you, like, you can do it. I don't know about you, but one of the biggest hesitations and anxieties that I had when starting was the idea that there's already so many other podcasts out there that, there's so many other people who could probably do this better than I could. But I had to realize that, okay, the only difference between me and whoever I think is doing it better is they've just been doing it for longer. They got started and didn't stop. So again, are you going to start and stop, or are you going to never start, or start, hone your skills, keep going? No one's first draft is perfect. My first episode wasn't perfect. This episode probably isn't perfect, but I have so many more episodes to come. So I have a lot of time to perfect it and figure out exactly what I want to do. And that's the point that I want to make with you. It's easier said than done, but don't let your fears hold you back from contributing some amazing things into this world. And like I said, a great way to, I think, get over this is to literally sit down and write it out, because then you really do see, oh, okay, I'm going to be okay even if my biggest fear happens. And let me tell you, my biggest fear has happened. There's been multiple times when I've posted something on social media or even released an episode expecting a lot of hype or at least something, and there's a big fat zero of how many people liked it, interacted, and it's like, but then it's like, wait, I was so nervous that this thing would happen. It happened, and I'm okay. Like, the amazing thing about getting started is that you can always restart. And I think there's such like a negative connotation when it comes to having to restart something. But how exciting, because you have all the knowledge of maybe what went wrong the first time, and you get to try again. You get to try it from a different approach. You get to have more experience and more knowledge going into the next situation. So I don't know. Now I feel like I'm rambling, which I've been told I tend to do, but hopefully you found a point in all that, because once you get started, truly, truly, I say to you, things fall into place. And it's so amazing and so incredible. And the world needs you. The world needs what you have to offer. You are so important to this world, but it never starts if you don't take that first step. So when it comes to starting, the best piece of advice I can get you is to start and never stop. Because just based off the odds alone, it has to work. And like I said, as long as you know your what and you have a good why behind why you're getting started, everything would fall into place. But don't take my word for it. Just listen to all of the female entrepreneurs that I've had on my podcast. And remember, if she can do it, you can too. Thank you so much for listening. Since you made it to the end of this video, I'm so proud to announce our first official sponsor, which is D&M Haulers, a woman veteran-owned hotshot trunking company, which is your trusted partner for fast, reliable freight delivery anywhere in the USA. Need your freight on time and intact? Call them at 215-239-0130. You call, we haul. So, what are you going to get started with today? Let me know in the comments below because I'm so excited and I want to help you achieve your dreams. Please also make sure that you're subscribed to this channel so that you can hear about all the bosses and their incredible stories about how they got their businesses started. And when those anxieties and fears start to creep in and you feel like you're going insane, just remember, if she can do it, you can too.
Cause you're a GlossBoss. Put your gloss on, get your boss on behind the gloss.
Mwah.